I'm a huge fan of web. I think it's critical. It's where I would start. I would get a very good website up. I'd write very good copy. I would start doing everything that goes into getting high organic search rankings. I'd be working that on that all the while I'm running Google AdWords campaigns, and I'm doing testing and split testing and multivariate testing. This is stuff we could help you with if you're interested at our company Service Autopilot, but this is the kind of stuff I would be doing, and you can learn this stuff yourself by buying some AdWords books, buying some books on SEO. You can learn this stuff, or you can go pay a company to do it for you, which is the fastest, easiest way. There's so much to learn when you're getting started. It's really hard to do it all, but that's the first thing I would do. That is a huge driver of new sales at our company every single day. The web is absolutely huge. Our web sales are up in a down market. So the market's down. Our print marketing is not performing as well as it used to. It's performing well, but it's not performing as good as it used to. Our online marketing is up. We've continued to do it all. We're not just doing one, but it's huge. And so I would do that. Hands down is one of the first things I do. I would then start with doing some testing of door hangers. So I'd start to do some low-cost door hangers, and I would do thousands. You can't do 500. You can't just do 1,000 and see what. I would do thousands to get a really good test. And I would do a couple different versions of it with different headlines, different offers. Be very generous with your offers when you're starting out. You don't have any work, and I'm saying if you're just starting out, you don't really have a lot of work, so be really generous with the offer, just trying to win the business and go have a chance to prove yourself. You can really test some really crazy stuff that you think, oh man, I'm going to get completely screwed over on this offer. Everybody's going to just take advantage of me. Test some of that stuff that kind of scares you. And odds are you're not going to get taken advantage of by many people. And I think a lot of times you're going to find that you get some really, really good results from that kind of marketing. And so you can test some of that stuff to get some good business fast, prove yourself, win them over as clients, and now you've got their business until they move away. And so be generous with your offers and try to win some work. And try different offers, try different headlines, do a lot of different testing. So you can do door hangers, and then later you can move into postcards. And in the beginning we did a lot of stuff called street mail. I call them street mailers. It was a full page print. We just printed it on yellow paper, and we folded it in half, and we mailed it out to clients. Now, don't just fold it where it's blank on one side. They need to. It's really a lesson for another time, but you need to get them to open that thing up. So your copy on the outside has to be compelling. But we would mail those out as street mailers, announcing every time we got a new yard on the street. Stuff worked really well. In fact, we still do some of that. We really should be doing more of it now that I say it out loud, and we've kind of cut back for whatever reason. But that worked really well for us. So we did a lot of very inexpensive stuff like that. You should be doing 5 rounds or 7 rounds, meaning that every time you mow a lawn, if we're talking about a residential neighborhood, or you treat the lawn or you do pest control or whatever service you provide, you put marketing on the 5 or 7 houses right around that house, and you market your services. So a lot of really inexpensive things you could do. So those are some of the best forms of marketing to get started. Web, hands down. Inexpensive print marketing where you're putting it out yourself, or you're paying a door hanger company to put it out. It doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to be extremely colorful. All that matters is the copy, the call to action, and what you're giving them to get them to take action and call you up. Be very generous. Then absolutely answer your phones. I know that wasn't the question, but you've got to answer phones. Most people hang up if you don't answer your phone. If you answer your phone, if you simply make the change from not answering your phone to answering your phone, you'll probably double your sales. It's that dramatic. It's that incredibly important that you answer your phone. If you can't do it because you're working, hire an answering service. Get them to just capture the name and address and then call those people right back and go see them and do an estimate, or figure out how you're going to do estimates without going out to their properties. That's very, very critical stuff. So the best form of advertising only works so well if you don't answer your phone. You're going to get far better results from no matter what type of marketing you do if you'll actually answer your phone. When you're on the web, absolutely give them a means to request an estimate with an estimate form. A lot of people don't want to have a phone conversation. They are in the middle of the night. They just want to give you some quick information, have you call them later, or have you email them an estimate. I'm not a big fan of emailing estimates, but They want to be able to give you the information now, get that off their to-do list in the middle of the night, and go on about their evening, and not have to pick up the phone and make the phone call. An estimate form is absolutely critical. We get 30 to 40% of our new leads through the internet, and we get them through, a lot of them through estimate forms, where they fill out a request for an estimate on our site and tell us what they're interested in. And I would do a nice estimate form. It's absolutely critical. So those are some things to think about. Those are some quick, easy, low-cost ways to get started. Nothing's cheap. Nothing's free. I mean, there's an investment in everything, but those are probably the biggest bang for your buck initially, so you can kind of learn the game of marketing, learn it at about the cheapest cost you're going to learn it, and then you can work on more advanced stuff as you go, really as you perfect your copy and as you perfect what your marketing pieces say. Thanks a lot.